Aatrox, a card that has haunted LoR since its release. Kayn, a champion that is annoying as it gets, and one deck to rule them all. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce Aatrox Kayn. As you'll be able to see, this deck is one of the most insane decks out there right now, with cards like the World Ender, which is an absolute death sentence for most opponents when played, or cards like Anaka, which for 8 mana gives you insane value, given RNG Jesus is on your side. For now though, we'll look at one of the most insane LoR matches I've ever played. From the very start this game did not look winnable, or even like I would survive till turn 7, but you will see for yourself. As you can see, we have quite a tough matchup going. We're playing against Malphite, Thalia, which, Thalia is one of the most strongest champions in the game right now, and Malphite is just going to be able to perma-slam our units in the late game, which we obviously never want. Especially because Aatrox Kayn heavily relies on the units on the field to win the game. Most of the times he's just gonna win by pure value, so this is quite tough. With a pretty decent mulligan to start with, 2 1-drops is quite good. We also get one of the equipments, so we can use Furious Wielder or any other spell card that relies on equipment, so this is quite decent. We'll go with the Forsaken Buckeye for now to get the +1 on him, which is always a very good first turn you can have, because getting a 3-2 on board and predicting is just, I don't want to say it's broken, but it's very strong. For now we'll try to build the board a bit. There's a point to be made about just attacking here to get rid of the chip early, but then again he probably wouldn't have blocked that, at least not in the current stage. Rockfall Path is pretty tough for us here, but at least we're getting it out early. In the late game this could be way more dangerous, so we don't mind it necessarily all that much. We'll attack here to get rid of the chip, if he's willing to trade. Both of them are free attack now, and we even get the value from the Dark and Bloodletter here, so we don't necessarily mind all that much. The only problem is the Rockfell Path on the board right now, because that's going to get rid of one of our units here, so... He's gonna go with the Chamber of Renewal here. This is very tough for us. We obviously don't like to see this at all, because that means there's most likely gonna be a Thalia dropping on turn 5, which, as said, is one of the strongest champions in the game, and very tough to deal with most of the time, so yeah. We'll get our Dark Spear out now to get the +1/+1 on our top 2 champions here. And also the Dark and Bloodletter, so if this unit dies we'll get some good value out of it. The Rockfell Path, I didn't quite read the description of it, sadly, actually obliterates instead of just killing a unit, so as Aatrox Kayn heavily relies on equipment, that's not really good. Soul Spy here is very, very bad for us, because that means he's able to copy that with the Thalia. And, there's the Thalia dropping. She's gonna get Spell Shield also, and this situation turned out to be not very good, to say the least. And we're in big trouble here. He's gonna have a very, very tough Thalia on the board with Spell Shield to make matters worse. We happily take the pass here. For now, we're just gonna go with Aatrox, see how far along we've come with the World Ender. World Ender obviously being the key card in this deck, so the earlier we're able to play that card, the better the situation for us is. He's gonna play Stonebreaker, which just to make matters worse, is firstly going to damage our Nexus, and is going to get rid of another very strong, or at least decent, chance we had on board of winning. With the equipment on the Kayn, we at least can get rid of the Stonebreaker. He has 0 spell mana, so there's no danger of him outplaying us here, as there's not a single 0 spell mana card in his deck. So we're quite happy with this for now. I'm just having a look at Malphite here to see what are we dealing with when the Malphite drops. For now, it's his attack. We've seen the Risen Altar now. Thalia's gonna level up. We are in big trouble now. the Risen Altar is gonna give him another spell shield with Overwhelm, which, you know, is gonna be an absolute catastrophe considering the board state. This might look quite decent for us, but there's no good straight we can really take here. As you can see, I'm thinking about getting rid of the spell shield here, but I'm gonna decide against that, as there's no chance for Aatrox to kill anything here. So, you know, might as well not attack. At least not with the quick attack right now. So, you know, as you can see, I'm trying to think of a way to get out of the situation right now. And if you would hear the original audio, you can also, or you would also be able to tell, I am not happy about the board state or the way this game has been going at all. I've already played quite frustrating games earlier in the stream at this point, so I'm feeling a bit down at this point, because this just looks like another straight up loss at this point. We take some pretty significant face damage here, considering he has so many big units on the board. But at the same time, we're quite happy he's not doing like a full attack here, because that would force us to trade very badly. So we'll take that for now. We'll also equip some of our stuff here, just to save our spell mana, or, you know, that we play mana efficient, is what I'm trying to say. We'll get rid of one of the stone badges here. We don't necessarily care if the 4/4 dies, you know, it is what it is. It's gonna get the other one quite low, and we're gonna be able to get at least rid of one of them. Our Kayn leveling up here, of course, is very decent. We'll go with the red version of Kayn, just because that's gonna give us a lot more value in this matchup. There's not a lot of elusives in his decks, so we'd rather take the heal here. He's gonna go with Malphite now, and as you can see, the board state turned from bad to worse. He's gonna be able to permanently stun our units now every single time he attacks. So we'll need to be really careful. The only good thing about this is that he's only gonna be able to play this as a slow spell, obviously, as it is a slow spell. Meaning we at least have a chance to play one more unit after he's stunning us. Still, we want to get rid of as much as possible at this point, because we will die if we don't. As you're able to tell, or you're probably going to be able to tell, we're quite in a rough situation here. And at this point, I've basically, at least at the time of playing the match, I felt like I just lost. And there's not much I can do. And you know, for good reason. The board state is obviously not in our favor. The only thing we have going for ourselves is the Aatrox leveling up with the World Ender. So we can get some big boys on the field to, you know, get either use them for blocking or to attack, obviously. We have 2 Furious Wielders in hand. That's very good, because, you know, even if they're stunned, they can still use the Furious Wielder, which is an absolute lifesaver, to say the least. Here I'm gonna go with the Ephemeral Shadow Fiend, because, you know, whatever we're gonna put down, it's gonna die anyways, so might as well go with the Shadow Fiend. As you can see, we are very close to dying already. The only good thing about the sport state is that none of his units have Overwhelm for now. If he would have had Overwhelm here, or a spell card giving any of his units Overwhelm, we would be very much dead. But as you can see, I'm still afraid of him killing me this turn, so I'm gonna get rid of the 3 at least, healing for 2 more, and, you know, at least giving us some kind of buffer to go with for the rest of the game. The Unbound is gonna drop very soon now. Obviously getting another Spell Shield Overwhelm out now is very tough for us. And as you can see, I'm kind of scrambling my head here how to get out of the situation at this point. For now, I'm gonna equip everything I can, so whenever I play the World Ender, it's gonna have the most value it can have, basically. So, you know, For now we'll just play the World Ender. Makes no sense to play the prediction here and level up the prediction with an equipment, because it's just the same price as, you know, playing the equipment as is. So yeah, I've gone the route of just leveling up my Aatrox here. We have a 610 Naka on the field now, which is great. Then again, it's just getting stunned here, but still, it's a great unit nonetheless. And if we're able to attack with her once, at least we can build our board stage some more. The Lark and Lodestone obviously is great here as well. We can get our Kayn up to 7-7, getting rid of the Unbound here. And the Kayn is also getting a Spell Shield, which is greatly gonna reduce his potential outplays, whatever you want to call them. So for now we're gonna get rid of that. We're also gonna attack with the Aatrox. Okay, never mind, we're not gonna attack with the Aatrox. I mean, it makes sense to not attack with the Aatrox here because it would just die to Thalia, but you know. At least we get rid of one of his stuff now. One of his followers here. Which is great. The Hosai is gonna die, which obviously is not great, but it's not gonna be able to block anyways, so it's not that bad. And getting our Kayn up to 8-8 is obviously great. We'll still play the Forsaken Baka here to predict. The Unforgiving Cold, which I will select here in a second, is an absolute lifesaver in this situation, because we can get rid of the Spell Shield from Thalia this way, as it's gonna target Thalia twice. So this way we can kill Thalia, and we're gonna be able to block, which is rather important at this point, because as you can see, shit hit the fan. Giving all of his allies plus 3-2 and Overwhelm is horrifying at this point. We are already quite low, 11 HP, even though it doesn't seem this bad. This is quite tough. I'm gonna cut back to the original audio now, so you can hear my reaction to whatever's gonna happen now, without wanting to spoil too much. I hope you enjoyed the video so far, and if you do, please do leave a like and a comment. And for now, enjoy. So this is only 9 damage. Okay, so this is down to 0 now. Okay, we're trying to do this. Obviously we're still not fine here, but we survive. Which is, you know, surprising and to say the least. I don't even know how we're still alive at this point. This is quite a round of LoR we're playing here. Let's just say it like that. We'll just attack Facey. We do not want him to give him the chance to play anything, and we'll just kind of pray to God and Jesus that we kill him with this. And if we manage to win this one, I mean, is there anything he can do against us? There's probably some more stunts in his deck. It's probably also Quicksand in there, but that's not enough. I think we might have this one in the bag. If so, this has been one of the most incredible victories, at least for today, but in quite a while, I'd say. GG easy. Yes, get fucked, bro. This was no problem at all. Get out of here. This was, yeah. I don't know what I was talking about. Of course this was easy. Oh, I think he's very tilted though. He is very much tilted. Him not doing anything here, I think he just quit the game after that one. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think he's having a very good time here. Okay, GG easy. Oh. My god, this has been an adventure. Oh. Oh god. I am so happy that we won this one. This is... Yeah, that. Okay. Very nice. We'll take that. Don't even know what to say at this point. I was 99% sure that we just lose. I was very close to surrendering, but we pulled this off somehow. Don't know how, but somehow.